I'm not in my office today. It's so cold that I feel like I needed to be by the fire. So hopefully it's not too noisy and hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Okay, so today's channeled message is one that they've talked about before, but they go into a little bit more detail. January 10th, 2024. You have lived in an experience, a belief system that tells you are separate, and we say you are not. This one often questions this lesson because her experience in physicality is an experience of duality. And what they were talking about is, I don't like to think of myself as being a part of war. So that's what they're speaking about. It's and it kind of goes on. So I think you'd be confused if I didn't stop and say something. So this one often questions this lesson because her experience in physicality is an experience of duality. And what they're saying is, oftentimes I'm coming from a place of, oh, this is good, so this is God. That's bad. So it's what? The devil? And I'm saying that tongue in cheek because it's all God. Or, whatever you want to call source energy, the part of me that's you. This reckoning of the now must be as it is. You must face those collective creations vested in separation. You are the creation and the creator, and now you will know it. How is it you can be separate from creator, from creation, when all is a part of that which you are? You cannot, and yet to go from unbelieving to fully believing is a process. A glass of water. Are you a singular drop, or are you the whole glass? You are both. You are all. For a drop of water makes up the full glass. How can it be? And I was saying, how can it be that this is what, like humans, that's what the world is, right? We're all the glass of water. How can it be? And they say, it is so whether your physical eyes see it or not. So in the idea that you are you and other is other, and somehow not a part of what you are able to learn about yourself. So they're explaining how duality has served. And you probably know this. How could you improve this process, she asks. And this is a question that will assist the many. As you experience an aspect of God in another form, we ask you to hold the capital T truth at the forefront. It is all source energy. And you'll hear me say capital T truth because the lowercase truths, yeah, you have your lowercase truths, I have my lowercase truths, but the capital T truth is, it's all source energy. Now, you have been guided, veiled by your beliefs, some of which are so deeply embedded that you are entirely unaware of them. This is the box, the matrix, the web into which you were born and are often entirely unconscious of. Your body perhaps fits into this form, but your soul can never be captured or limited by any structure, be it a thought or a prison or a box. For all is one from another perspective, with a smiley face. And they're doing the smiley face because I'm like, what? We say this is a time of reckoning, for one must understand that she is a part of everything and everyone she encounters. We say, you are not separate. Yes, it is easy to point your finger. It is easy to blame another for your pain. It's easy to claim your own purity in an impure world. It is easy to claim your consciousness in the midst of unconsciousness. Each time you point a finger, hold the capital T truth in your heart. It is you who stands before you. You point at yourself. You blame yourself. You hold yourself in impurity as you claim other in impurity. You cannot judge another, for you do not understand and cannot comprehend the way it capital is. Your very body makes it so, meaning that this is our limitation. You are a physical being, yes, And yet we remind you, you're equally a spiritual being. And this is the reckoning of which we reveal to you and for you. This one has asked how it is that she can hold the capital T truth in the face of what she believes to be injustice. And we say there is no injustice from our perspective. It is injustice when source splinters into separation. But capital T truth reminds the fractal that injustice is simply a human idea, and one in which denies source energy because it cannot be seen from the human perspective. Yes, this makes it a challenge for those who believe God must be viewable, touchable, or any certain way. But we say source is capital all. It is the flower you smell, the seed you plant, the soil you dig, the fruit you eat, the baby you hold, and then ... the computer you use. It is capital ALL, all. Our channel is questioning our final claim. Yes, it is the paper and the pen, the air and the water. It is the chair on which you sit. Friends, it is all. We will stop here and offer each of you time for integration. We ask you to hold the capital T truth in all of your encounters, even if for an hour or two. It is all God, for nothing and no one exists beyond the all that is. Be well. So I always, when they introduce completely new ideas, like the computer, that's when I just go, okay, wait. And I feel like they're like, okay, we'll just drop that truth bomb on you. And maybe it's me misinterpreting, but that's what I heard. I'm human, not perfect. But more kind of what they were showing me is it's everything. I mean, whatever it is, source energy, the creator, the creation, all of it, or the creator, I guess, is the same. It's all, it has its essence in everything, because anything that I create is done through source energy. And then source energy is imprinted on that thing, be it a person or a computer or whatever it is I create, writings, whatever it is I create. We imprint the essence of source energy on all of it. And I guess, something important is coming and soon. And it feels like something major. Especially when these lessons in oneness, and I tend to resist them, probably because I'm old and set in my matrix beliefs and, whatever. I try to be open, but, and in meditation, I feel the oneness, but it is very difficult for me to go out into the world and, watch certain things happen, watch, observe a coworker yelling and calling a kid a name. It's hard. It is hard to hold the capital T truth. And yet, when I step back from it, when I go into meditation about it, I'm like, anyone who's name calling anyone, be it a kid, an adult calling a kid a name, or anyone calling anybody a name, there's a lot of pain that comes, or that's behind that energy. And yeah, but it's hard in the moment when you're watching it to remember that is source energy too, and it is of service. I might not like it, but it is somehow of service. And that's kind of what I feel like 2024 is going to be about, and has been about for me, just because I'm briefly looking back at the few days and the things that have gone on and what I've observed. And I do feel like my, just the universe, life is challenging me to hold that capital T truth in the face of everything. It doesn't matter how bad it looks. It doesn't matter how uncomfortable I am with it. But, to hold somebody in the light, in the truth of who and what they really are, and not to put someone in darkness because of the behavior. And this is probably for another video, but yeah, I mean, it just because, yeah, I'll save it actually for another video. I hope you're doing well, and if you're coming back, thank you. Take care.